This video contains grammar lesson for the movie course Midnight in Paris. Inez thought that her earrings were stolen by the waitress, and she called the hotel receptionist to report the theft. She said, "I'd like to report a theft. Could you call the house detective? Send him up. Thank you." That's right. Today I'm going to be talking about making requests. We may make direct or indirect requests in English depending on the situation. We can use modals, if clauses, and gerunds to make direct requests. Have a look at these examples. Can I borrow your camera? Could you lend me your camera? Is it okay if I use your camera? Do you mind if I use your CD burner? Would it be okay if I picked it up on Friday night? Would you mind if I borrowed your car? Would you mind letting me use your laptop? I wonder if I could ask you for a favor. I was wondering if you'd mind lending me your car. As you can see in these examples, we can make requests with if clauses and the present tense. Is it okay if I use? Do you mind if I use? Please note that if you use would and if clause to make a request, then you should use the past tense. Would it be okay if I picked? Would you mind if I borrowed? Remember, if you use would and mind, but without if clause, then you should use a gerund. Would you mind letting me? You can also use if clause and a modal. I wonder if I could. I was wondering if you'd mind lending me. Now let's talk about indirect requests. You may want to tell someone some information. Look at the example. The party starts at 9. Can you tell Jeff that the party starts at 9? So here, you're simply asking someone to tell Jeff some information. You may also want to tell someone to do or not to do something. Have a look at the example. Clean up your room. Could you tell Sam to clean up his room? So as you see, when you want to tell someone to do something, you should use the infinitive. Could you tell Sam to clean up? Have a look at the next example. Don't be late. Can you tell Nick not to be late? So, when you want to tell someone not to do something, you should use not plus infinitive. Tell Nick not to be late. You may also want to ask someone for some information. If it's a yes/no question, you should use if or whether. Did you do your homework? Could you ask them if they did the homework? So in this situation, you're simply using the embedded question structure. Sometimes you want to ask someone for some information, but the question is an open-ended one. When can I call him? Could you ask Pat when I can call him? Again, you should use the embedded question structure. That's all for today. Thank you for learning English with www.clickenglishschool.com. Please do the activities provided in the lesson to practice making requests in English.